Okay, y'all stay tuned. We're going to show y'all how we pickle these peppers. Okay, so we have our peppers separated up now. This is one half of our pepperoncinis. Down here is our cayenne pepper, and then our okra and banana peppers are together. So the first step to get this recipe going is chop up some fresh garlic from the garden, and then we're going to have some cracked peppercorn and a little bit of salt. Okay, so today we're doing quarts, and in each jar we're going to do 1 tablespoon or 1 clove of garlic. Okay, so along with our garlic, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of crushed peppercorn. Okay, so now we're going to start our brine solution in our stock pot.
So for this, we're going to do half and half water vinegar solution. So that's 4 cups of water. So now I'm going to put 4 cups of vinegar. And you can use, for this you can use apple cider vinegar or you can use white vinegar. Either one works. We're just going to use white vinegar because I've got a lot of it. So for this one, since we did 4 cups of vinegar, 4 cups of water, we're going to do 4 tablespoons of kosher salt. It's 2 tablespoons per 2 cup solution. So if you had 2 cups of vinegar and 2 cups of water, it would be 2 tablespoons. So it's 2. And then you're just going to bring it to a bowl and let the salt dissolve. And then we'll pour it in our jars over the peppers. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to wash all your peppers and make sure they're dry, which we've already done. You can leave the stems on or you can take them off. It's really up to you. I kind of like to leave mine on because it gives you something to pull them out of the jar with. But what you're going to do is just slit a hole right in the side so that all the, your brine and stuff will really soak in there and it'll really absorb it all. And then you just stuff them down into the jar. As many as you can in there, just stuff them on down. It's not going to hurt any. And see, guys, you just push them in there as many as you can get in there because it's really going to weight that jar down anyway. And then once you get all of those in there, honey, don't make it easy, do you? We're going to get our pickling crisp, our granules. Yeah, our pickling crisp granules. I've got one open somewhere. General rule of thumb is a 1/2 teaspoon of these pickling crisp granules per quart, 1/4 teaspoon to the pints. And it really, really does help. And you can put them really anywhere into the process. It doesn't have to be at the end. I just forgot to put them in a minute ago. And after you've boiled your brine and your salt's all mixed up, then you're just going to pour it in over your peppers like this. Leave about 1 inch headspace. But you are going to want to let all those bubbles come out because remember you cut those peppers open so that the brine is really going to saturate inside of the peppers. And you can reuse pickle jars regardless of what people say. As long as the seal in the jar lid is not so bad. And then you're just going to stick your butter knife in like you do normally on all your other stuff and just kind of mix it around, push it around. Don't like mash it or anything, but just make it to where all the bubbles release. See how far the water solution came back down, so we're going to have to add a little bit more after all of that. You really want the peppers to soak up all the juice that they can. See all the bubbles that's being released right now? And you don't want to mash them and make them mushy or anything, but you do want to make sure all the juice saturates really well. Now see how low it went after I did that, and then we're going to add the brine one more time that jar and it'll be finished. So the 4 cups mixed, the 4 cups vinegar, 4 cups water did about 3.5 quart jars. So you can base your recipe on how many jars you're going to fill. And we have a lot more, so we got to make more brine.
Okay, so in case you get down to a half a jar and you're out of peppers or a certain type of pepper, this is another trick we do to fill the jar up. And sometimes if we have a little bit of everything, we do this also. We use the same recipe, and as you can see, we'll throw in a couple of onion wedges, some cayenne pepper to get a little more spice in these. I like a little bit of heat sometimes. There's Greek peppercini, some hot and mild banana peppers. You can see those onions up in there, and this is just as good or sometimes even better than the regular peppers. So that's another trick. You don't really have to stick to peppers. You can even do okra this way. And to make this video just a little bit shorter, we'll go ahead and tell you that we're going to water bath these things for 10 minutes. There you go. We hope you guys learned something. If you didn't, we hope you at least enjoyed watching it. And as always, keep on keeping on. We'll see you on the next one.